God. I don't think I become just like a thirsty bitch as soon as I come on the podcast. Bitch. I don't know what it is. I'm a thirsty ass hoe.
Damn.
I don't know what's going on. But anyways, guys, welcome back to That's the Angle. And today I'm getting in frame. Actually, I'm kind of out of frame. No, I'm good. And today I'm joined with Lou, a.k.a. Artsy Lou. And we are both in the same studio building. Like we each have separate studios. And that's how I became just aware of who you are. I guess you moved in a few months ago. But what Lou does is she makes some epic ass jackets. And as far as I know, that's all I know. You laughed at that one, but like that's how I knew you. And everything I've learned about you has been through your jackets. And so I don't even know where to start. I guess that's where we start.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah, because I do more than coats and jackets.
Yeah.
I'm just going to speak into it.
Yeah, you can move it too.
Yeah, I do more than coats and jackets, but a lot of people know me for this one specific coat, the Polaroid, the really colorful one.
Yeah.
Man.
So is it right to call you a fashion designer or a designer?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
I did New York Fashion Week. I did.
What is it? You do New York Fashion Week and now you can call yourself a designer? Is that how it works?
I don't know. I've been really, honestly, designing since I was young.
Really?
Yeah.
So this jacket thing wasn't something you started like last year?
No.
Really?
I started doing jackets last year. But I was doing other stuff. I do denim, sweatpants. Like, I took a lot of stuff off my Instagram, but it was like epic stuff too. I just took it down though.
Okay.
And now a lot of people just think I do coats. It's like
I think it's whatever. When you become a fashion designer, I think whatever makes it is when you start making money from it.
I guess. Well,
right.
I guess I've been a fashion designer all my life. Like,
dang, you've been selling all the stuff you've been making that long?
Well, yeah. I used to cut. I used to take cereal boxes and cut like the cartoons off of the boxes and glue them and sew them to jeans, and people would get it from me. Like it was crazy.
Dang, you've been hustling that long. Mm-hmm. That's something that I've kind of realized. Like I was talking to this other guy named Davin the other day, and he had that hustle in gene too. He was just like spray painting and drawing on shirts from a young age and selling them. And so he just been doing it. It's been ingrained in him, I guess, just like you.
It's just something that's just natural.
That's nuts. And what blew my mind about what you do is you were like, yo, they sell so much that I had to turn off the online sales.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah. I get overwhelmed sometimes. Well, recently.
Yeah.
Like it became too much. I was like, you know what? Sometimes I have to hide from Instagram.
Really? Just like all the requests or something?
Yeah.
That's a good problem though.
Yeah.
Like,
but you don't want to do that. But sometimes I have to. I have to like stay in the cut and work. If I'm on there, just more stuff gets added to the list, and it's like,
dang.
It's only me by myself, so.
Yeah, and that's a fact because every time I come in this studio, you are in yours just sewing, working. It's like hustling on that shit. How many jackets do you think you crank out a day?
How many jackets can I crank out a day?
Yeah,
I've cranked out like 6 jackets in one day.
And just for people listening, these are like big puffer jackets, right?
Well, I blew my machine out, like I dogged my machine.
Dang.
But I cranked out like 6.
So I guess let's just start from the beginning. Are you from DC?
Yeah, I'm from DC.
So born and raised?
Yep.
Wow.
Northeast DC.
Northeast. So you went through like the whole DC school system and everything like that? That's interesting. I haven't met too many people that have done that. What are they like? What are they like?
What, DC schools?
Yeah, like DC schools.
I mean, it's pretty cool. I guess I started out in Northeast in elementary, and then I ended up in Southeast. I went to Anacostia and Ballou to play ball. I was supposed to go to Duke Ellington, but I didn't go there. I went to Anacostia to play ball. Oh,
whoa. So you grew up just balling.
Yeah.
Because you're pretty tall. You can't see it, but you're taller than me.
6 foot, I think.
Yeah, you're definitely taller than me, dude. Damn.
I'm a 6-footer.
Dang. 6 foot club.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm jealous, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
So like you went through school and that whole time, I guess you said you were fashion designing or just doing it for yourself that whole time?
Well, yeah, I'll always be the one that will make stuff, like unique stuff, even in art class and stuff. Like, I always just stood out. Like when I took wood shop, people would pay me to make them like Looney Tune characters and stuff. Like, yeah.
So anything that's bringing something to life, I guess you've always had like a knack for.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so when did you start doing clothes? When did you start?
Like officially?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, was there a moment when you made some things, or and like it like flipped the switch? Like you're just like, all right, this is it. I want to do this. I want to try and take this seriously. And
okay, so I was in a band, right?
Oh dang!
I got something. I was in a band, and I used to make my clothes to perform on stage, and it started standing out, and I think one of my bandmates, Slim Jenkins, she let me make her a birthday outfit.
Damn.
Well, I think it was some birthday pants or something. And ever since then, it's just been like, shoo.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was it just like a fire outfit and everyone wanted something?
No, just something I made. I guess it was fire.
Oh, but that sort of triggered in you, like,
Yeah,
I could do this.
Well, I was going to do it anyway because I made stuff for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So making stuff for other people, I never would have thought I would be like making clothes for other people.
So that was like the first foray into, I can actually do this for other people.
Yeah. Or do I actually want to do this for other people?
Oh, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Was it rewarding, like making that and seeing her wearing it and stuff?
It is rewarding seeing people wear your stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, like I made that.
Have you ever seen yourself just randomly on the street?
No, I'm waiting for that day.
Oh.
I see it randomly on Instagram, but not in the streets.
I saw your stuff randomly the other day.
Really?
Yeah, I was at a fashion show too.
Wow.
Yeah, it was your friend, and we actually had some interesting conversation. But yeah, I saw her jacket, and I knew it was your jacket. I was like, Lou made that jacket. She was like, yeah. She was like, you did that photo shoot her, and I was like, yup.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Tiffany.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tiffany.
I guess I had the moment for you. I don't know. It was cool. I was like, I know who did that.
That's crazy. So you recognize the jacket?
Yeah, 100%. I could tell just by the style of it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people say they see my stuff, but I've never seen it. I'm waiting for that day to just be like, maybe on the metro or something. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, well, you're also stuck in your studio making jackets
curse.
all day. Yeah, you can say the hell you want. Yeah. No. This isn't one of those like, shh, it's a podcast. That's like the beauty of podcasts. We can say what the fuck we want.
All right, because I like the F word.
Yeah, fuck's a great word. I get in trouble all the time for saying the word gay, so that's not good.
Really?
By my barista. I talked about it on my last podcast. Don't use the word gay in front of social justice warriors. It's a bad idea.
Oh no, it's not that sensitive.
So you made that birthday outfit for your friend.
Yeah. That was years ago.
Really?
Years. Yeah, that had to been like maybe 2011, 2012, maybe 13. I don't know, but it was years ago.
Okay.
And even still, I still wasn't like making stuff for everybody. I was still making stuff for myself, like sweatpants and stuff like that. I don't know.
Was it just because you hated seeing what other people were, like? Did you make stuff for yourself because you just wanted to, or was like you hated the fashions, or you're just trying to save money? Like, what was the whole? Was there any inspiration behind that, or was it just like I just want to make some shit? I always wondered with that with the designer.
I guess it was. I don't think I hated everything that was out. It just wasn't what I wanted to put on. Like I grew up shopping. Like I grew up in the thrift stores. My mom and dad would take me to the thrift stores. So I always had that like unique, looking for something that stand out. So I guess it's just like wanting to be different or just being comfortable. And most of the clothes that I found in the store, it just didn't look how I wanted to look.
Well, that's an interesting idea. Is growing up going to thrift stores because you're not told what's cool. No one's there with mannequins telling you this would be cool. You pretty much have to find the cool, and like among thrift stores. And personally, that aggravates me, but it really does. I don't know how people do it.
Really?
Yeah, I get like a headache and shit. Like I just get
There's
like,
a lot.
I'm just like, oh my God, fuck this. I'd rather just get the cool from like you or the friends at Trezzo Beach or in the
Oh,
vintage.
Yeah.
But that must have been some crazy times just growing up and doing that with your parents. Like that it has to have some impact, like how you approach things.
Yeah. It has I didn't realize it until now,
Mm-hmm.
like how much of an impact it was.
Really?
Because to this day, I still thrift. And I make my own clothes. I go to the thrift store. I shop with, our friends here. Yeah. I'll go to the thrift store and find something and take it apart and then make my own. Make it my own. Yeah.
Like thrift is clothes from a different time, or even just yesterday. Like you never know who's donating.
Right.
It's kind of crazy that every piece of cloth, garment, whatever, has like a potential story behind it, right? Like who knows?
Yeah, and it's like old brands that's in there that people don't want anymore. They put it in there. I honestly said one day I will donate one of my coats in there and see how far that goes.
That'd be interesting. When you do it, you should totally sew in a panel on it. And that's like, when you find this, please follow me or text me or something. That's kind of a crazy concept.
Pass it on.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
When I used to make music, I used to think that I would just make music, maybe try putting it in like a thrift store, just like some CDs or something, and just recording in the beginning, like, hey, if you find this, let me know where you found it and all this stuff. Just, I don't know why. It seems kind of weird.
Because it's like word of mouth. It's free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Probably one of the easiest ways to get around. Word of mouth.
I think so.
Before we had internet and all that stuff, it was always word of mouth.
So how does the word about your designs go? Like all your fashion designs, how do you find yourself like getting clients? Is it just, yo, Lou made this, hit her up? Like,
yeah. So it's like I guess a domino effect per se. Like somebody sees something on the street, like kind of how it started with me. Like, oh, where you get that from? That's cool. The next person gets it, then the next person gets it, and this person sees it, and then it's just became like, it's to the point where people are like, I see that jacket too much.
Tired of seeing the Lego jacket or the Polaroid jacket?
The Polaroid, yeah. They was like, I see it too much. Everybody has it. It's
like your tomato soup can, like the Warhol tomato soup. It's like,
yeah.
It's funny because when I bring it up, it's like I feel like you cringe at it. Like, oh, I just want to get away from that right now.
Yeah. What
the Polaroid jacket?
It's not that I want to get away from it. It's just like if I get it mass produced, yes. But sitting there as a designer, sitting there making the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and it's tedious because of the patchwork that I do is crazy.
That is some crazy patchwork. Like, I can't begin to wonder how you do that stuff.
I don't either.
So were you ever formally trained in it?
No.
Really?
Nope.
How'd you learn?
I think one of my friends and her mom taught me how to thread the machine. And after that, I don't think I didn't have a machine yet. I was still doing it by hand. I was making clothes by hand.
Jesus.
Yeah. I was making like hoodies and stuff.
Just like needle and thread?
Yeah.
You wanted it that bad.
I don't know why. That's how it happened. And then I think my brother, I think maybe it was a Christmas gift. He gave me a sewing machine. And after that, it was just like.
How old are you when you got the sewing machine, like roughly?
Oh, probably like 23, maybe.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
I'm 31 now.
Oh, really?
No, actually, it wasn't. Yeah, I'm 31. Yeah.
I mean, I in that timeline, that's 7-8 years ago. That's still some time.
I don't think it, because I wasn't sewing that much, so I don't even think it was. It might have been like 27. You know, because I haven't been sewing that long with a machine. So I think I started in 2014, 2015. So like 5-6 years ago.
That's still some serious time, though.
Yeah.
You know, I've personally seen you crank out a jacket in like an hour.
Yeah. The photo shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I will be before my shows.
Yeah, you literally made that jacket on the spot, like, oh, like this. I was like, yeah, and just went, and but by the time shooting the third look came for that jacket, it was ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it's like sometimes I work pressure sometimes I work under pressure really, really, really good. Some of the best stuff come out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Pressure as in deadlines or financial or?
Deadlines.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Pressure, period.
It's just in general?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Like New York Fashion Week, it was pressure. Pressure. Because they had asked me like 2 weeks in advance. And I'm like, I don't have
That's not that much time.
No. And it was right after my birthday. I was like, God damn. I'm gonna do it.
And you're talking about last year's New York Fashion Week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the fall winter. It was in September. I think that's the spring collection. I don't know. But yeah, it was in September.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so epic to even be a part of it. Yeah. The mecca of fashion.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, I asked the guy, I said, how did you find me? Because I'm not really on social media like that. And he was like, I don't know. It was God. I was like, okay.
Dang.
Okay.
You know what I just thought about is that you don't what's the brand of what you do? Is there a overarching brand? I just kind of know it as like Lou makes epic jackets, but like
it's a brand. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still sorting that out. So I really don't talk about that yet.
Okay.
So you just know my name. I am my brand. You know what I'm saying? Lou made that jacket, so that's Lou's jacket. But eventually I'll come out with what I really got. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
And just for people listening, like Lou is like one of the people who I found in DC. I'm like, dang, I believe in that person. I'm like, that person is going to be doing some epic shit one day. So let me get her on the podcast because I want to have that. So 2 years from now, when when you're just crushing it and just out of this building and you got like 10 people working for you, I can be like, yeah, I knew back in that building.
Hopefully. Dude, I need like 2 people working for me now.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you have them doing? What would you be doing?
I would probably do all the sewing. I would probably teach someone how to sew too. Mm-hmm. What I know, because I don't know the book way. I just know how to thread the machine. I know some terminology of everything or the parts and stuff, but I can just do it. I can teach somebody how to do that. Just go with what you feel. If somebody can learn like that, and I don't even use patterns to make stuff.
Dang, it's like that ingrained in you.
Yeah, like I could look at somebody like, size them up like no pattern.
Just complete visual. Yeah. I hope you don't get one of those interns coming from like VCU fashion design, and then they're gonna be like, you're not closing your locks, or you're not closing your thread, or whatever those terms are, and they're gonna be all messed up. I don't have a pattern. What do you mean?
Right. So like I said, I need to find somebody that works just like how I work.
That's gonna be pretty tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day.
I mean, dude, I feel like that could be like tomorrow for you.
What, you think so?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the scale of your things, but if you're so busy, you got to close Instagram and you got to like have stuff back ordered. Like that's a lot of pressure. And what I know when it comes to scaling businesses is that like, if you can't do it yourself every day, like the grunt work every day, and like when you want to scale, you have to put more into growing the like financials and everything. And as opposed to maybe being that person lacing every stitch or stitching every stitch, Yeah,
eventually I'm going to just be someone's creative director. That's what I want to do now.
Really?
Because like I have all this stuff in my head, right? I get ideas and ideas. I got sketches. My archive is crazy. Stuff that I haven't even touched yet because I've been doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Oh.
So one day I want to be a creative director.
For yourself or for someone else, or
for someone else, for myself? I'm already a creative director for myself, but if I can get the muscle behind me, or if I can get my idea out on a piece of paper and it's a machine or a muscle who can get that done,
Where do these ideas come from? I guess like what gets you inspired for all this stuff? Is it just, I don't know. It's hard to talk about inspiration. It's so hard.
I don't know, because I'm not on it. I'm not on the internet like that. I'm not paying attention to everyone else. working all the time, so I don't even know where this stuff comes from.
Mm-hmm.
I like colors a lot, though. I'm an artist. I've been an artist before anything. So I paint, I draw. Yeah. So I guess I'm inspired by a lot of colors and how they look together.
That comes out in that Polaroid jacket. It's very true. But I think for any artist, they don't just do that one thing.
Yeah.
It's never just like, I just do fashion design and that's it. It's you're always, it's like you do everything. You almost have to do all these other things to keep saying, but so you always have this one path that's like the thing. I guess for you design, but it's or fashion design, but everything else kind of will help coalesce into that.
I know people tell me all the time, maybe designing clothes is your path. I think that's the path. And I'm like, maybe it is. I don't know. We'll see.
You're like, this is the path I'm on now.
Right. But like I'm into photography.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't went to school for that or anything, but I'm into it. I want to know more about it. Just all types of stuff.
It's so weird to think like, oh, I'm into this. I need to go to school for it.
Yeah.
Such a backward thought, especially when you're already doing what they want you to, what you're going to school for.
Right. Right.
You know?
Right.
Hey, come in debt so you can learn fashion design, but it's like, or I could just keep doing what I'm doing and making money from it.
You know, I actually tried to go to school for fashion design. It didn't work out.
Really?
Yeah.
How didn't it work out?
It just, I don't know, maybe I'm impatient or something. I don't know. It just didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
I would easily get bored, you know. I mean, that's school though, but I was just like, this, no.
Oh, so you were actually in it. I was thinking maybe like you tried applying, you didn't get in, but you actually were
got
in
it.
it.
I got in. It wasn't what I wanted.
Really?
Yeah. And then I was looking at like financially, the numbers that were expected after graduating and the debt that I was going to be in and all this stuff. It didn't make sense. Why am I coming here to do something that I know that I can probably do myself?
Yeah.
And, you know, for some people it works out, but for me, no.
Well, I think because some people going to school expecting to find themselves in there.
Yeah.
You know, they expect to find their passion. They expect to, you know, oh, I want to do fashion design. I want to learn how to do it.
Right.
But in your case, you know how to do it. And you're trying to take it to the next level and you realize, oh, wait, I don't want to go $30,000 in debt just to take 4 fashion classes and then 3 classes about like health.
Yeah. Or like, I hated psychology.
Right? Why are you taking that class?
Right. I'm like, I'm not here for this. I don't know.
Why am I learning about prenatal development when I just want to learn more techniques? Like,
I mean, I get it though. I get it. It's preparing you for other things in life, but
hell no. At that point, I think it's just a business scam.
Yeah.
Like, I hate like looking back at it now. It's like, wait a minute. So you're telling me I have to study all these other things that cost me money to pay you to do what I really want? That seems backwards, right? If that's like if you were like, all right, you can pay me to make this jacket, but before you do that, you gotta go buy me dinner.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You gotta go buy me a bunch of Starbucks.
I should try that.
Yo, that's actually kind of a lit idea.
Yeah, I need some dinner.
Yeah, I've been sneaking that into my shoots. I'll be like, oh yeah, we'll do the shoot, but you know, you gotta provide food and beverage.
Yeah.
You know, I've been doing stuff like that. I'm like, this is really nice.
It didn't pay me.
Yeah, it didn't pay me.
Yeah.
So are you following any of the like fashion controversies right now?
What do you mean?
And I
Like
think
the Gucci and stuff.
they like Gucci blackface, the Prada noose neck or something like that. Neck noose.
Oh yeah, I'm not following
Or
it.
Burberry did it, something like that.
I'm not following. I see it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not following it. Honestly, I think it was planned. They knew what they were doing.
You really think so?
Yeah, it's Black History Month. Like, and all of a sudden, all of this is happening. Everyone's bringing light to what they put out. I think it was a marketing strategy.
So you're saying it was a marketing strategy to be intentionally racist?
Yes.
That seems very calculated and methodical. See, I kind of think the opposite on that.
You really?
I do. Because Gucci is not an American brand, so they don't share the same sensibilities as we do. they don't have that history. They're not connected to it as we are, right? So
I'm
for
pretty sure it's some American people in there.
yeah. But for the most part, the company isn't an American company.
Oh.
It's all like Italians and stuff like that. Even the head designer, his name's like Jean-Michel or something like that. He's like this long, he's got this long hair, like French guy, like nicest looking dude you ever see. He is white, but like he seems so disconnected from American culture. I think he's like Spanish or French or something like that.
Okay.
And in my mind, I'm like, do they share the same sensibilities, like the same ideals that we kind of think about? Like they don't share the same perspective about race. I think sometimes they don't have that history. So when I looked at the Gucci blackface, I'm looking at it and I'm like, is this purposely racist, or are we finding it's not racist? I mean, it's like, it's just racially, it's not racist. It's racially, what's the word?
It's a form of art to me.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
You had to do your history to even find that I did. You had to know where it came from for you to even want to do that. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it was like marketed like that.
Well, sorry, I meant to say it's racially insensitive.
Oh, okay.
Not
okay.
not racist. Gucci hates black people, but like it's racially insensitive, I think is the correct word. But when I look at that garment, I'm like, all right, they probably started with a long sleeve turtleneck. Then they threw the collar up. Then he thought, oh, let's put it around the face. It looks kind of cool, right? Like I think this looks kind of cool. And then someone was like, yo, let's throw big red lips on it. Like I feel like at some point maybe someone in the team should have been like, hey, some people are going to find problems with that, right? But I also think in other regards that red lips are a very common thing.
Yeah.
Right? It's not just like a African American thing. It's red lips are a very common makeup that you apply to your lips. So if you're going to put something on there, it would make sense to put red lips.
Well, yeah. I don't know, man. It looks too close to the thing, the
to that cartoon.
It do. I can't lie about that. It looks
very close.
Very close. I mean, I get that they, it was turtleneck for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But when they did it, I know for a fact they knew. When they saw the final product, they knew.
I have a hard time believing that
someone had to know. It's like the Burberry.
Oh yeah, the Burberry news neck.
Yeah.
Well, good. Let's talk about that one. All right.
Like how can you miss that?
True. At the same token, I think fashion is art.
Yeah.
Right.
And some of it is insensitive.
And I think in these cases, it's insensitive to people who find it to be insensitive. Yeah. But the Burberry, I think, is a little further off than Gucci blackface, because the Burberry, I did some light research on this, right? And it was a nautical theme. So knots are a big part of nautical theme, right? And if you look at that whole collection, all the zippers and everything had mini nooses on them, but it wasn't a problem until someone wore it around their neck. And what was interesting was the first whistleblower on it brought up the fact that it was insensitive to suicide. And
period.
Yeah, right. And then it happened to get racial for some people. However you. So it's just so rough, because it's like, as an art form, it's like it's going to start making you question everything you do. I guess in that. So it's like, if you want to push the boundaries, it's almost like you have to ask yourself, am I being insensitive?
I mean, I get that insensitive because I have a project that I want to put out, but I'm just like, ooh.
What about it?
Is this controversial?
In what? In a racial way? Or?
Yeah. It's a form of art, though. It's just paying homage to history. But yeah, I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
Art in clothes it's not meant to please everyone.
True.
But with that, the Gucci and the Burberry, just how it came out and when it came out, it just that bothers me. Because
it was during Black History Month?
Yeah.
Well, it is also Fashion Week.
That's true too, but it's so many other fashions.
True. It's interesting, and that's why I also brought it up, because you're black, you're a woman. If you were to look at the scope of marginalized people, you would fit a lot of those perspectives, right? And so that's kind of why I brought it, because I just want another perspective on it. But I still can't. think how like they would purposely plot this out. That seems so hard for me to imagine. That like
people plot stuff out all the time, man.
Like to be like a press move or something.
Not even a press move. Just like maybe they were trying to pay homage to it. You know what I mean? I don't know. In that type of way, I don't know what their intentions were, but it just was bad timing. And I think even still, if it wasn't Black History Month, it still would have been a problem.
True. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the whole month, I completely forgot about that. Maybe because I'm not Black, but like that was never something that came up during the whole argument. I guess the little bit that I did read. But yeah, I guess that part is just like an extra like cherry on the cake, like, and it's Black History Month.
Yeah.
Dang. It just makes you think of just like censoring art in a weird way.
But how can you censor art though?
You can't. You can't. But people will start to feel censored if they feel like if they have to think twice about what they're doing.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think in a lot of ways, like Burberry, for example, with the noose neck, if you were to kind of like detach everything from it, you might have thought it looked cool. But when you start thinking from the like I feel insulted framework, it's easy to see.
But it's not just Black people. It's like you said, suicide, all that stuff. Like, it touches a lot of because Black people weren't the only one that was getting hung.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Throughout time, I'm sure every race is being hung.
Yeah,
is a common way to kill people.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you're gonna make a nautical theme, in that token too, Burberry's like a London brand, so not exactly American.
It's American, right.
And I actually, because I want to talk to you about it because I am going to make a YouTube video kind of commenting on this, just showing it, but then at the end to give my opinion. And so that's why I wanted your perspective because I was like, I want to, if I'm wrong about something.
No, I think you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
Right or wrong. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Just like I feel like it's wrong in a way, but in another way, I feel like it's art. You know what I mean? And I totally get that insensitive part. You have to do what you feel. If you feel like that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. And that's their brand. And, people are boycotting and some people aren't,
Do you think it's worth boycotting, like either brand?
I just feel like boycotting is just repeat. It's just bringing that history back up. And it's like, why are we still doing the same thing? Boycotting like how they did back in the 60s. They're still going to continue to do what they want to do. So, like, I don't know. You still have, like, Black celebrities that still buy Gucci and stuff like that. I just think the internet, today's internet, is just it's a huge Me Too movement. Everybody want to be like, Me Too. Oh, yeah.
Jump on the movement.
Yeah.
It's like the call-out culture and the Me Too. Like, I agree, too. Yeah. Let's take them down.
Yeah.
We're going to burn Gucci. But then they drop their new collection. Everyone's like, we forgot about that.
Oh, shit, that look good.
Oh, shit. I mean, Lil Pump's still singing about it.
Yeah. So.
But that was something that happened was Mayweather went to the Gucci store. And after this happened, and they asked him, they were like, why are you going after the whole blackface controversy? And he was like, man, I don't care. He's like, that has nothing to do with me. He's like, he gave his reasons, and then everyone backlashed out against him, photoshopping him in this stuff and all this stuff. And it was like, dang, like, even if you speak out against the wave, it's like, oh, here it comes.
I mean, that's the same way they did Kanye.
Yeah.
They did Kanye the same way because he was entitled to his opinion and he stuck by what he believed. You know what I mean? That's him, though. I try not to pick people's brains apart because I have my own brain to pick them apart.
There's so many other things to worry about.
Yeah. And them dudes got money, so it's like I'm trying to get money.
You're like, all right, you guys stay worried about your Gucci and all that stuff. I'm gonna sit back here and become the next Gucci or become.
Yeah. I don't think I own anything Gucci ever.
Well, you said you thrift mostly, so it's like I'd be surprised.
It's stuff, Gucci stuff in thrift stores.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like anything I saw in thrift store is fake, or that's Gucci is fake.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes you can find some real good Gems.
Ooh, have you found any like designer?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because I don't go in there looking for it.
True.
But I do know, like, a lot of my friends who thrift, they do find, like, big names. And one time, there was this guy in there, he was creepy as fuck. But he was like, yeah, he was pointing out all these designers, and I was Googling, and I was like, oh, okay. He was literally, like, pointing stuff out to me, telling me to get this and get that and get that. It was weird. Yeah.
That he knew like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the thrift guru.
Yeah. And I never seen him again. And I was like, wow.
That was like your magic genie moment to like flip everything and make a bunch of money, and he just died or something.
Yeah. Of course, I didn't get it, though. I didn't like the style.
Yeah.
Just because it's a name, you know what I'm saying? That's why I move around. I move my clothes around. It still does not have a name. And that's what's so special about it.
So you like that
a specific
aspect.
name. I mean, I like it. A lot of people want a name, or a lot of people would shop for a label and a name versus the actual garment or piece and what it means, the value of it. So, like, I like moving without a name right now. Yeah.
That's interesting because I feel like for basic people, they almost need a name. Like, instead of being like, did Lou make that? It's like, oh, it'd be easier just to call it like Lou or whatever. I don't know what the hell you're going to call it. But like, people want to attach a title to it so they can define it and make it whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's a very artist way to think.
Yeah, so.
Business aspect, someone's like, what the f are you doing?
Yeah. Well, it works for me, though.
Hey, it works, though.
Yeah. Since September, I've been moving them coats like crazy. Like crazy.
So
it's just about this actual piece and not a name.
The piece is that strong, though. I want everyone who's listening to go and check it out on the Instagram or on the website. Look at the description for this. They're crazy. Yeah. So what's next? Like, I want to stop talking about the jacks. I'm sure you're just sick of that. But
what's next?
What do you want to design? I guess for all this hot months coming up. Like, what do you?
I have a show in Houston in June. I want to create a wedding dress.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. I got like 3 months. Which I need to start doing now because time flies. And I want that wedding dress for that show. So, yeah.
Is that the wedding dress you mentioned is going to be made up of different things? You know, I know you didn't say it. I won't say it, but like.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you like long gown wedding dress, like super extra?
Dramatic.
Just dramatic?
Yeah.
Kind of like the last piece?
Yeah.
The last piece always has to be the dress. You can't come first with that. Otherwise, everything else is going to be like.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I want to do. That one. And what else is next? Probably looks like sweats, bathing suits, shorts. T-shirt line is coming.
T-shirt line.
Yeah, the one I told you that was controversial.
So will a white guy be able to wear these T-shirts?
If you want.
You say like if I wear this T-shirt, I'm gonna get beat up or something.
No. Because honestly, okay, so one of my names, I have so many ideas, it's crazy. So one of my themes or names that I do kind of like is humans, spelled HUEMANZ. Hue is different color variations. So I broke it down. Hue, humans, colored people, which has a play on, you know, my history, and then just meaning like different variations of people. We're all people, man. We all color. White is a color. You know what I'm saying? Brown and black is a color. Everybody is a color. So like, I just want to bring light to that, but also pay homage to my history.
True.
Yeah. So
are you afraid of? Because I think when people see the just word colored people, they automatically just think black.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of pigeonholing your brand if you're to do that?
No.
Really? Because that's something that as a photographer who has worked with like a lot of DC based brands that are more Afrocentric, is that they're always trying to get away from being pigeonholed.
No. Yeah.
Just something I've noticed. That's dope.
Really?
Yeah, no, seriously, yeah. Like a lot of times I've had clients and stuff be like, yeah, blah, blah, we do this. And, you know, we're trying to purposely market not just to, you know, black people or whatever it is. It's like they're trying to always diversify because they feel like they've been pigeonholing themselves.
Yeah.
By only marketing to one race,
Right.
because the other ones feel sort of not welcomed in a way.
I get that. It's just like we were talking about the insensitivity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's my brand. And,
You do the hell you want.
you know,
I was just thinking from the business side.
Everybody, like, I don't know why I feel this way, but when I hear the word business, it's just like the B word, bitch, to me. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I don't like that word.
Why?
I mean, I don't know. Because people will like, oh, this is not how you should run your business, or you should do it like this, when they never did anything in that field. Or just the business words sound like bitch to me. I don't know. I hate when people say business. I'm like, no, I'm just being me. And I may be making money off of this.
And me is able to make money from it.
Yeah. Like I never looked at it as like building a brand or business. This is just happening. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when people throw that word at me.
It was never like a tactical thing. Like, I'm going to build this business. I'm going to build this brand.
And this brand, I'm going to do this. And no, it's just, this is me.
I'm going to make this jacket that's going to pop. And then I'm going to do this move.
Yeah. No, it's not written down.
So is it like a flow state or something? You just sort of.
Yeah, just flowing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I may sound crazy, but this is really what's happening.
No, you're not, because I talk to a lot of creatives and they share the same mindset.
Oh,
like
yeah?
it's very much like they do what they love and somehow they're generating money from it.
Yeah, and then people put all these guidelines, and you should do it like this or that and that and that and that. I mean, yeah. If you want to go that you know, that route, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going to come from this, what I'm doing. So I don't want to just box myself in. I don't.
I feel that. It's my business side that looks at what you're doing and I'm like, that's going to be something.
For real?
Yeah. It's unique. I don't know anyone who makes jackets in this town in D.C.
No, there's plenty of people that make coats.
Oh, I don't know.
There's plenty of people.
I'm also very dumb, so I don't know.
I'm just here. You just
yeah. You're just the only one I know.
Yeah. It's some good designers in the city. Have I worked with them? No.
Who are some of the other designers in the city that come to mind?
There's another girl who I was actually in a band with. TK. She makes stuff, good stuff. RZN.
I think I've seen that one.
Yeah. It's a couple other ones.
Do you have any opinions on that one old brand, Solbiato?
Oh, I think they're great. They're still around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I became aware of them. I remember seeing it growing up around the area. And
Sabiato.
Yeah, Sabiato.
Yeah, Sabiato.
S-O-B, it's not S-O-L-B, Sabiato. Okay.
Yeah. They're still around. They still doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
They got their signature look. Yeah. I love it.
But do you think that there's some point where you're going to have to start using the B word, the business word, when you're trying to scale and when you're trying to be like, all right, I don't want to be making this 20 jackets a day. Like,
yeah, eventually. Mm-hmm. Right now, no.
Yeah. Until then, chilling, making jackets.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Doing shows, minding my business.
I'm so envious. I'm so envious of people that think like you and the people I've mentioned, like how you just like, I do it and it just happens for me.
I don't mean to sound like I'm bragging.
Oh no, not at all. It's like it's no. It's your truth.
Yeah.
You know,
like I don't even know how like I ended up here at the studio
at DC Art Studio.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How did it happen?
Business grew too big to be in my house.
Okay.
I was working and then I had got fired from my job.
Where were you working, if you want me asking?
I was working at Soul Cycle.
Okay.
Yeah, I got fired from Soul Cycle.
That is not where I imagined you working, by the way.
Really?
Yes, 100%. 100%. Yeah. You look like you'd hate everyone who walked out of Soul Cycle.
No, I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved it. I was there for like 2.5 years. Yeah, I was chasing my dreams in New York. And it wasn't a bad fire. It was like, we rooting for you, you know.
Whoa, you were in New York?
Yeah, I did New York Fashion Week, and then I had to go back to New York the following week to go kind of like have a style, not style, but present this jacket to a huge artist.
Oh,
Huge
you were in New York
celebrity.
when it happened.
What?
No, I thought you said you were working in New York.
No, I did New York Fashion Week. I was still working for Soul Cycle. I did New York Fashion Week. Of course, I had to take off. And then the following week, I had to make a decision. Am I going to go into work or go to New York and deliver this coat?
Oh, wow.
You know, so, yeah.
And so you delivered.
I delivered the coat.
Because you knew that if you called in and you were like, guys, I can't come in, that you knew that's what it was. So you've just been full dive since then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
How's that going?
It's cool. I
Yeah?
like it. The freedom. I like the freedom. I still have good relationships with people I work with and stuff. So, it's teaching me a lot. I think I'm like, since September, like 6 months in doing entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
It's been good.
What are your takes on it so far about entrepreneurship?
You got to be disciplined.
Yes.
You got to be disciplined. But I feel like I'm disciplined because I'm always working.
Mm-hmm.
Like, always working. And sometimes, I do stop to take a break, but I'm human.
Yeah.
I need that. But, yeah, discipline. That's...
Just forced into being a full-time fashion designer.
Yeah.
Whew. That's rough. In a way, were you relieved?
Yeah, I was relieved because I was already thinking, everyone already knew it's like, you're not going to be able to work here that long.
Yeah, I had a guest on the other week, Kate Warren. Shout out Kate Warren. And same thing happened to her.
For real?
They pushed her out. She was moonlighting, aka just working as a photographer when she wasn't at work.
Mm-hmm.
And she got into the elevator with her boss. And when she got to the elevator with her boss had the copy of the Washington Post. And in the middle of the Washington Post was a picture of Kate Warren, a picture of her at her job that says Kate Warren, DC photographer.
Wow.
Yeah. And then she's like, a week later, they were like, we're going to go ahead and give you 2 weeks because you seem to be doing really good at this. So we're going to go ahead and let you go.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. But shout out to her. Hope everything is working out for her.
Oh, she's crushing it, dude.
Yeah. Sometimes you need that push. Like,
right? Someone just like push you off the cliff a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's up to you to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. Yep.
So what about like your family? What do they think about what you do?
They love it. I'm always busy. My mom is like, when you coming to see me? And she'll lower me over there with like, I cook Sunday dinner. And
Oh man.
sometimes I just like, you know what? Forget this work. I'm going to go eat and see my family. But I'm in the city. They're in the city. It feels like I'm out of town somewhere because I work so much.
It's disconnected from it.
Disconnected. Yeah, I get disconnected from a lot. I'm so isolated. Just in there sewing a lot. But I love it though.
You don't mind just like
I don't mind
missing
it.
your
No, I
friends' turn up parties and stuff, or
No, because I turned up so much when I was a little younger. Like I said, I'm 31, so like I've done a lot of turning up. Now it's time to like push for what I want. You know, not saying I didn't push for what I want back then, but I mean the parties will be there, man. Like
that's very true.
I'm not. What am I celebrating right now? I'd rather work and then celebrate something real nice. But
Yeah, when you actually when you achieve that goal or when that thing happens, when you make that wedding dress, then let's go grab a drink.
right.
But until then, it's like, no, because I'm going to wake up early so I can get to the studio so I can bang on this sewing machine for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And so I could, get this money and build this business or build this brand,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy, though. I mean, it can get lonely, though. It can get really lonely. And there's been times where even when I was doing some online businesses, I'd get depressed. I found myself almost in a depressed state at some points.
You get lonely?
well, when I was doing that, now photography, like stuff like this and like photo shoots, it's good. I get to, and I go out to events a lot now too to meet people. But like but I feel like what you do can be very similar to that, where you spend a lot of time at this one thing. For me, it was a computer. For you, it's a sewing machine, and it's like, do I do this or do I do that?
Well, if I ever feel like I'm getting like lonely, I'll go out. I go to local bars and stuff. Like, I've been here for like 3 months and everybody know me. I think that's because of my aura or whatever. But yeah, I don't get lonely.
But you also have a distinct look.
Yeah.
You're a 6 foot female with this crazy hair and tats all over your body. Like it's pretty hard to miss you in a crowd of people.
I got tats.
I never noticed how tatted up you were until I was sitting here. I was looking at your skin. Dang.
I forget sometimes.
Is your whole body tatted?
No.
Okay.
No. It looked like it because it is.
Because like it might just be
just right here and no.
Okay.
No.
What's it say on your neck right there?
Love another form of suicide.
Oh.
It's deep. I don't want to get into that.
Like I'm gonna kill myself loving you?
No.
Dang.
No. Don't.
I want real service there.
No. Don't love anything more than yourself and God. Basically, it's like committing suicide. You're giving yourself away.
Did someone like break your heart and you're like, I'm never gonna love someone again?
Oh no. I've had partners who tried to like commit suicide too.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't because of me. It was just like they had that issue going on. But yeah, no.
What's that? What's the one on the right side? What is that?
Oh, Leo.
Oh, it's a Leo sign?
Yeah, I'm a Leo.
Oh, nice.
I'm a Leo. I'm a lion.
I am so not spiritual. I do not keep up with that astrology stuff.
It's true though.
What do you mean?
Like the astrology stuff?
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are you really into that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm somehow attracted, or like a lot of Sagittarius come my way. A lot of Sagittarius. Now, and I'm like, what is going on? And they all had the same traits.
What is that?
Crazy.
Come on, any sign could have crazy. That's kind of broad.
Okay.
Really?
Nah, they cool. They got like the strong traits, which remind me of myself.
Okay.
Outgoing. Confident. Because a lot of signs, they don't have that confidence. They don't have that spark. They don't, you know what I mean? Like, if you did pay attention, if you was to pay attention to the astrology and stuff, you would know exactly who was a Leo in the room.
Really?
Yeah.
Just how they like move? Just how they present themselves? I mean, I think of traits of a lion, and so I can kind of guess about what some of those traits would be.
Scope the room out, move through so smooth and stuff like that. I'm playing.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I was like, this is getting good. I was like, the way you describing it.
Nah, but yeah.
So I'm Scorpio. What does that mean?
I'm not really too familiar with Scorpios. I think I have one Scorpio friend.
Dang.
Yeah.
Is that me?
No.
Damn.
Well, two. I have one close friend that's a Scorpio. But I really can't. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Just Scorpio.
long time ago when I was in college, I was like way more to like record collecting because I had like a little record player. And I found a really old like Year of the Scorpio vinyl. And it was all about the sign Scorpio. And so
really?
And it was crazy. It was old. It was from like the 70s. Damn. And it was trippy as hell. And so I went home, got baked. I put this thing on and it just started going. And it was just like, it was telling like everything about Scorpios. You are this, you're looking for this, like you might be like this and all this stuff. And I was like, this is speaking to me.
Did it trip you out?
It tripped me out, man.
Right.
It was, well, not just that, but it was so real. Like I was like, there's no way. I was like, this has to apply to everyone, but it was incredibly accurate about how it was describing.
I think it's for real.
Nice. So as far as your fashion designing, where Where do you want to take it? What's your current ideas of it?
Bringing the value up.
Really?
Yeah. Bringing the value up like a painting would. How a painting would sell, I want my coats to sell like that.
How much do they go for now?
Right now, 300.
That's pretty decent.
That's decent, right?
It's not decent.
So, you said it's not decent?
Sorry.
That's decent.
No, that's decent.
For some handmade stuff, man.
Yeah, but that's not like a designer or like
I haven't made it to high end yet.
What's the difference, do you think?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is it just the brand equity, like how big the brand is?
I guess so. I don't know, because if I honestly wanted to make something and say this is this price, then that's what it's gonna be, and nobody can tell me nothing else. You know what I mean? So I guess it all depends on what the designer. I don't know about the big designers who got like manufacturers and stuff, but as for me, hand making and stuff, if I say is this my amount,
That's how much it is.
If I want $1,500 for this, I want $1,500 for it.
Dang.
You know what I mean? And it got to be a reason why I want $1,500 for it, and just find that market. Somebody.
Well, I had this conversation with Davin Gentry, and I don't know if you heard of Diet Starts Monday.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy behind that.
Oh yeah.
And we were talking about how on the surface you're like $1,500 for this jacket, but then you look at it, it's how perfectly it fits, the details, the pockets, the sewing, the zippers, like all that stuff comes together. It's not just like jacket.
Right. So my thing is, when I make my jackets, right, most of the time somebody's gonna stop you. I'm selling my experience to you.
Mm-hmm.
When I put on something that I make, I'm selling you what I get from that. And it's a hell of a lot of attention. Is you feel like you the shit or you the one,
Yeah.
You stand out. You don't look like nobody else.
They do.
So I'm selling that to you. And a lot of people look at it, oh, it's just clothes. No, it's not. It's fabric and it's work put into that. It's the thought process. And then it's the value of the how many is getting put out, and just like what's behind it. I'm single-handedly making all of these jackets. This is really special. You know what I mean? I think it might be like 70 Polaroids out right now. 70. 60,
Like 70 jackets you made of that style?
That style, yeah.
Wow.
Since September.
Holy shit. And that's just that one style you make.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like your clothes say a lot about you.
I guess so.
I 100% believe that. It's like your garments, your dress, your costume. And for when they get it from you, it's like they're getting this distinct one. Not one of a, I mean, it is one of a kind compared to the other ones, because no two designs, I guess, maybe don't look exactly the same color spots.
It's never the same color spots.
Yeah.
It's always different.
That's what you're paying the money for.
Yeah.
But I guess when you think about it, 300 does seem low for how much time
it's
goes
really
into
low.
that.
It's really low. You know what I mean? For the work that's put in. It's a lot of work put in. A lot of people don't know that. It is. It's really low. But I'm here, like, I used to sell them for like 150.
But that's just where you were.
Yeah.
I used to do shoots for 150.
Yeah. So it's like, but now it's like, okay, nah, I need this for that.
Yeah. And you're getting it too. So it's like,
yeah. Yeah.
Did you see that? I know you know who E is, Al Homage.
Mm-hmm.
He just dropped an Instagram post yesterday where he dropped a jacket and said $1,000.
Yeah. And it was an outrage.
People were
commenting on that.
People were freaking out.
They were freaking out.
What did you say?
I was like, shit, hell yeah.
You're like, I need to raise my prices.
No, not that. I just agree with it. And, my prices was already raised. I don't think I'm gonna do $1,000 jacket right now. One day I will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Shit, if he can, it's all about finding that market, that target market. That's one thing I did learn when I was in school. I learned about targeting your market. You know what I mean? everybody can't afford a $1,000 jacket, but then you have the other market that you have like maybe $80 jackets or $100 jackets, and you know you got to put out what you want for what you and get what you want for it, you know. So he got that $1,000 jacket, then he got stuff that's affordable. That's just like Ralph Lauren or, you know what I'm saying? They got the purple label.
Yeah, they got levels
like
to their
There's
shit.
levels. And people don't understand that. And they get mad. It's just a Me Too movement on this internet.
How dare you make a jacket's $1,000?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
You should be clapping.
You mean the fact? Yeah, I mean the fact that your brand is doing so good and that you decide to make a super designer piece.
Yeah.
How dare you try to sell me something for $1,000? If anything, he's trying to position his brand so he could be like, "Yo, like,
yeah,
I'm stepping up here. I'm leveling up.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
whether it's my price point or whatever it is."
And price point, just your clientele changes. You know, he probably knows some celebrities and stuff. Like he don't need it. If you know people that got money, why would you sell them something for $80?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going in Gucci buying all this Gucci stuff and buy all this $2,000.
And they don't want to buy it for $80 either. They don't want to be like, oh,
I learned that. Oh my God.
they don't want to buy it for $80.
No, because it's like, that's like going to like Foreman Mills or something. People don't like shopping there, but it's some people that do like shopping there.
What's Foreman Mills?
It's like a discounted like store, department store.
Okay.
But like some people don't shop at H&M because it's cheap, you know. It's,
True.
It's a secondhand, not secondhand, but a spin-off of high end. That's what Zara and H&M is, you know. And they don't want to, they don't want to pay. People like to say, "Oh, I paid this much for that."
Yeah.
You know, and that's where I'm trying to get to. Like, yeah, I paid like $1,500 for this coat. You can't afford this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
people are proud about that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I paid $1,500, but then I got these earrings for $2.
Yeah.
So, but for a jacket, or a shirt or whatever you want to design, it's like you want to keep yourself in that upper echelon. I guess it makes it more special. You know?
Yeah, and yeah, I applauded. And like I commented on there, but he turned his comments off or some shit.
Did he?
Yeah.
If anything, that's a good move. We're talking about it.
Yeah, it was. And I think that was a marketing strategy.
Because why would you put the price there? I think that's slick. Like, why would you? You don't have to put the price there. You could have just waited for it to drop online and then have it be $1,000. But he purposely put the samples in the 1K. He should have put 1,000, bitch. Like, that's what he should have put. That's what he should have put.
Shit.
Yeah, for people who don't know, Eat is a local company from DC, a local brand that is one of the top brands, if not the top brand coming out of DC right now. And it's super colorful. The guy behind it, his name is Al Homage. I'm probably saying it wrong.
All homage.
Yeah, all homage. See, I'm saying it wrong. And he's been popping, like he's in crazy collabs with different shoe brands. So I'm not surprised by it personally. So, yeah.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I was like rooting for it. Like, yeah, go.
I think it's cool. I ain't gonna buy the shits, but I think it's cool.
You know, it's somebody that will though, for sure. Especially if you have that clientele. Or you around that clientele, yeah, for sure. Everything not for everyone.
I know.
Yeah, it's stuff I can't afford. $1,000 machines, I can't afford that shit right now. I want it, but one day I'll get it.
Yeah, it seems pretty epic.
So yeah, so
look at your search history. It's like nothing but these epic sewing machines. Oh, you know, I have such respect for people who fashion design because I've tried it, and it's hard. Yeah,
it's hard.
When I was in college, I was like a freshman in college, and I love beanies and tank tops. Like I love a good beanie, I love a good tank. And I was so pissed about everything. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go buy a sewing machine. See, I'm like, I'm gonna go. I probably shouldn't have done that. My audience, I'm like, I'm gonna go buy a sewing machine. I'm gonna make my own line of tanks. Right? Went and bought a sewing machine. Spent like $250 on it. It was a decent sewing machine. Got home and tried to sew, and I could not sew in a straight line. I was like, fuck this. I ended up selling that sewing machine.
Gave up.
I did give up. I'm not even lie. I was like, I kind of knew it wasn't for me. I was like, this is hard. I was in college. I was like, I don't got time for this.
That shit is hard.
And after that, I was like, I have so much respect for someone. I mean, I did complete one. I did make one completely. Like I did actually finish one. It looked like complete trash, but I did it. And after that, I was like, I have so much respect for all these designers. Like, this is no joke. Like,
It's not. It's serious.
it's serious.
Mm-hmm.
I always wonder what would happen if I didn't give up on that, though.
Probably will be making hella tank tops.
So
Badass tank tops.
Dude, I still want to make epic slouch beanies.
That seemed a little easier than a tank top.
I probably should have went the beanie route.
I don't even think I would make a tank top.
Really?
Yeah, certain shit I don't mess with.
Just because of how it fits or how hard it is to do?
Like
Or?
the curves and shit.
Oh, like the sleeve curve. How
all that
big's the
shit.
hole? How big's the shoulder thing?
Yeah.
There's so many choices.
Yeah, I'll stick with like pants.
Uh,
I want to do with like button up shirts like that and the jean jackets.
jean jackets are in. I like them. I like studs. I've been a big stud kick.
What?
Like studs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I want to do like a shoe that's like all black and then tons of studs.
Wow.
I don't know why.
Wow. Like the motorcycle jackets.
Yeah,
The biker
like the punk rock ones, but like more elevated, you know, kind of like how we did that crazy shoot.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I couldn't believe that was your first like serious photo shoot.
Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy. How was that? Did that mean anything to you?
Yeah.
It did?
They did.
It makes me feel better.
Did it make me feel better?
I said that makes me feel better.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. You know, I kind of want to do more.
Dude, I'm always down to shoot personally. That shoot was lit.
It was.
I loved how that came out.
Yeah.
That concept, like, we were planning, and so the concept for people listening was the designer ski mask, which are like, you know, not the real designer ski mask, but they're ski masks with designer designs on them.
Yeah.
Then with your jackets and then the model. It just all came together so well.
It did.
That styling was great. The jackets were like, I feel like it highlighted them perfectly.
Yeah.
I was really proud of that shoot.
Yeah.
That shoot it performed well on social too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I'm waiting for that other picture though.
Dang.
I want that picture. One day.
I was actually going to post it today.
For real.
Yeah, I actually was. I've been thinking of a caption for it all day. I'll show you after. I showed it to you.
Yeah.
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Can't wait till you post it.
Well, I want to print it too. I want to print that and put it out on the wall and everything.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a dope one.
Yeah.
Well, the whole shoe was dope, but that one was like, I know that one.
The picture you're talking about, it's the girl falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna be the one.
I was hoping you forgot about that, so I get to surprise everyone. People like, fuck.
You thought I forgot about it?
I thought everyone forgot when you brought it up. I was like, dang, I hope they forgot. I was hoping everyone forgot about it.
I don't forget. Maybe they did, but I don't forget shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
My memory is vivid.
No, it's not. So what's that? I mean, I feel like I'm out of like questions here. Is there anything that like you want to talk about? What's on your mind? What's at the front of your cortex?
Food.
Really?
No. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
I really had to bring up that Gucci blackface and Burberry.
Yeah.
That was so on my mind. I was like, I have to bring that up. I had to get the second opinion.
Well, it really didn't. It's nothing new. It's not surprising.
Yeah.
Stuff always happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like just like with the H&M t-shirt.
Oh, the coolest monkey in the jungle thing?
Yeah, like, you know.
Could you imagine if Burberry actually had a black person wearing that outfit?
That would be.
That would have been like.
They probably would be like throwing bricks through the windows.
My God.
I want to do like a campaign though. Like, I want to like, instead of, because I really never done a fashion show in DC either. Yeah, it's like, I'm just this hidden gem. Like, yeah, I want to do like my own style of fashion shows. And what I mean by that is get a group of people, kind of like a flash mob, but we're not going to dance. It's just going to be like storming through like the high end stores and maybe like Polaroids or whatever. Just a group of like maybe like 10 people, you know, walking through the malls with the like going up up and down the escalators and stuff. Like,
Oh, that's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
So like
my head is like my vision is crazy.
like so take that line of people wearing your clothes and just walk through a place with them.
Mm-hmm. So it'll get people like, what is that? You know what I mean?
That would definitely stick out.
Yeah.
Especially put the girls wearing them in like a bikini underneath, like kind of like how we did for the shoot. That way, it kind of just highlights the jacket or however you do it. I don't know.
It's kind of cold.
Yeah, it's kind of cold actually. Like that.
I was thinking maybe like turtlenecks and stuff. I don't know. But just basically flash mob and like Gucci. And
You want to walk in the Gucci store and do that?
Yeah.
What do you think that's going to accomplish?
I don't know what it's going to accomplish. I just want to do it.
As long as you get footage, get some video for it.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what's important part. If it happens and you got no Instagram footage, did it really happen?
Right. That's why I want to do the mall too, because I know a lot of people will put out their phones and stuff.
That'd be some crazy guerrilla marketing.
Yeah.
Right? Just like walk through city center when it's hot out, when everyone's walked through all these designers. It's kind of like a big fuck you, right?
Mm-hmm. Not even fuck you, but I'm here. You know?
Yeah. Like I'm here. Here's my presence. You can't do anything about it. You know, that reminds me, a local DC designer did that.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was last year's Fashion Week. Oh my God, I can't remember her name. No, they went to, not that, but similar. They went to New York Fashion Week and they had their own fashion show outside of the fashion show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they staged it right outside. And the designer for that fashion show, like she really loved that designer.
Wow.
And so it was more of like, hey, like I want you guys to notice me. Like here I am. The designer came out and like talked to her and everything. And like, I'm pretty sure it made a pretty big splash for him.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is.
Oh, I wish I could remember it because I took photos at a fashion show she did in DC.
A DC designer?
Yeah, it's a DC person did it. But yeah, I remember that.
Some research.
Yeah, that I remember that they did that stunt and I was like, whoa, and it worked. That's bold, right? A fashion show outside a fashion show in New York. In New York.
Oh, that wouldn't be hard though.
Yeah.
It's something about New York. I love New York.
Really?
Yeah.
I love New York too.
New York. I love it. I don't think I would live there though.
Why not?
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of people. There's a lot going on. It's expensive.
Honestly, the prices ain't that much different than here.
Really?
I was randomly looking at just like rooms. It's the same price as if you were to get a room in DC.
Really?
Yeah.
What, in Brooklyn?
In Brooklyn.
Oh, in Brooklyn.
I mean, yeah, not in
Man,
Lower East Side or anything like that, but you're in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try Harlem out.
Oh,
But Harlem is expensive too.
it's all getting gentrified.
Yeah.
It's all just hipsters moving in and opening coffee shops.
That's true. Yeah. 8th Street, man. I grew up on 8th Street. Like, I had a bike crew.
8th Street, DC?
Yeah, 8th Street Northeast. Yeah. I grew up in that area, and I had a bike crew, like bicycle. Ride up and down that area. Go to Union Station. Jump in the wishing well.
Oh, is that like a common thing you did as a kid? To jump the wishing well?
It was bad. Like, go to the penny store and get like penny candy and stuff like that. We were bad.
I've seen those kids. I've seen biker gangs, not gangs, but biker groups, like the bicycle kids. They're just wheeling down Chinatown, just like, and it's just cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, I was not doing that as a kid.
Really?
I mean, maybe not that style. I mean, if I was in the city, I may have done something like that.
Oh,
but
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I grew up in the 8th Street area, and I visit 8th Street now. It's like, what the fuck is this?
You mean like the whole like Smith Commons and all the restaurants and everything?
Yes, it's so different. It's so different.
Do you like it?
Kinda. Just, it doesn't feel the same.
It's
not a bad thing, but, it's different.
So it was like rougher, I guess, before? Or I don't know.
It was blacker.
It was blacker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Facts. It was.
I mean, DC is called Chocolate City.
Yeah.
I mean, even I know that.
Yeah. Well, and that was like places that most people can't even afford. So it's like, some people can, but.
You mean they couldn't afford 8th Street back then?
Well, they could back then. But now, no.
Yeah, now it might be a little different.
Yeah. Whatever though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Times
I still
change.
go hang out sometimes.
Yeah. Cool. Well, shit, Lou. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm done.
Okay.
All right, cool. Well, anyone listening, if you want to check Lou out, your Instagram or your website, what What would it be?
Humans, HUEMANZ.net.
.net. Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
What, the net?
Couldn't get the .com?
Nah.
Dang, that's a bummer.
I don't really want the .com either. Somebody else was talking to me about that. I was like, what's so special about the .com?
People like feel comfortable about .com, like they like trust the .com more.
Why?
I don't know. Like there's literally some people who would say like don't even use a .net.
Really?
There's some like if you want to say the B word, the business word, they'd be like if you can't get the .com, they shouldn't do it.
I've been making sales on the It's been working for me.
If it's working for you, that's what's up. And so what's the Instagram?
RCLou, ARTC_LOU. So that's RCLou. I want to change that, but everybody like no.
Nah, do you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bye everyone. Go check her out. Go put an order for a jacket before they are $1,000. I have a feeling that's probably gonna happen soon.
Yeah. So.
And that's it. That's the angle. Peace.
No.
That's it. That's it.
Let me get back to sewing.
Yeah, right.